I feel some trickery in this story.
After task in there, yeah.
I have my work cut out for me.
Quiet relationships will be my all-time favorite episode.
I'm going to switch in here and pull out. How are you guys doing today?
Right, good.
And we are live. I can't get myself on board to work today, you guys. So let's just clap.
Clap it out.
Welcome to the first episode of season 2. I am excited. I'm your host, Miss Clovinova, and I am joined by my lovely co-hosts, Mrs. Coco and Mr. Tonio G.
Hey. What's going on, everybody?
Okay, so as you guys have seen already, we're talking about relationships and social media, but we start by saying, how was you guys' week? I missed you guys on the show all week. What's going on? What y'all do this week?
Come on, Miss Coco. Break it down to us.
Mrs. That's a married woman we talking to.
Mrs. Coco.
Weekend was good. Wait, what's today?
Monday.
Your week was really good there, girl. Tell me what's today.
She forgot.
While she's figuring out what today is, if you guys are new, please subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. And make sure you tune in. You'll get notifications maybe 30 minutes before the show starts, and you can be in the comments. We do include everyone in the comments, so we encourage you guys to respond, to put your 2 cents in. And if they're on topic, we will post them on the screen for you guys to, add your opinions and views to whatever we're talking about. Coco, did you figure out what today was?
Sort of, kind of, but so this is
okay. And if you are a returning guest,
wrap it up and say,
if you're a returning guest, welcome back to Clovinova Notes. Please don't be stingy. Share us on your social media pages. We really appreciate the love and support. And we did celebrate last episode that we were over 200 subscribers. So that's a milestone for us, and we appreciate everyone for subscribing. We would love to see 200 people in the comments. But, it's neither here nor there. Mrs. Coco, today is the 9th.
Tonight's the night.
Now I want to hear about your week. That made you forget what today is.
I'm going to wrap it up and say weekend was great. I do recall spending time with Grandma.
Don't wrap it up. Let's talk about it.
Love you, Grandma Mary.
Yes.
Well, that's what I remember. So if nothing else, I remember spending time with Grandma Mary in the hospital. I love you to the moon and back.
That's
How about you,
love
Mr.
man.
Tonio?
Well, let's see. For me, it was greatish. Yeah, it was greatish. Greatish. Let's say that. Yeah, it's greatish. It's so funny too because, so mom called. Mom was like, "Hey, can I get my grandbabies?" I said, "You most absolutely can. You most certainly can." So while they were in school, packed up their little bags, got everything ready, and as soon as they came home, they were like, "Oh, hey, Bob." So I was like, "Ha, don't touch me. Just go have a seat on the chair.
Don't touch me.
Backpacks down." and get in the car because we about to drop you off of your Nana house. It's time to go. Okay, so do not pass go. Do not collect $200. It's time to go. So it was great.
Wow.
So, I mean, that part, okay? Right. So me and the hubby, we went out. We went to the sushi restaurant. It was very nice. We had a nice little, impromptu date night. So it was good. And I'm going to pause there and let you jump in, Ms. Chloe. And then when we start our conversation, I'm going to tie that into the topic because it's so interesting about what happened during our date night. But go ahead.
Okay. Well, I don't have a date.
So what did you do for the weekend,
so
man?
I can't wait to have those date nights and things like that. That'll be very interesting to have. And I've never had sushi.
What?
I'm not interested in having sushi either. It just doesn't look appetizing. I'm sorry, but what is
it's
sushi
delicious. It's delicious. It's delicious.
Would I like it though?
You would, because you can get sushi cooked or you can get it raw. You don't have to, have just raw sushi. So there's different ways to get it. So that you can deep fry it
or raw.
They both taste good. It depends on which protein
like
you put on it.
Hot coffee, just like
some iced coffee tastes good and some hot coffee don't. So yeah.
Well, my weekend was very busy. I multitasked. If I'm being honest, it was a very overwhelming weekend for me. As you guys know, I take care of my mom. That is an all-day job. Okay. Shout out to mom. She's having a good day today. So we're gonna shout out to mom. But yeah, it's overwhelming. I'm trying to master multitasking. Yeah. She said she's gonna be smiling. She has her days, she's dealing with, like I said before, multiple health issues that I'm helping her with. And so she has her off days, and being the only one taking care of her, sometimes I get the bad end of the stick sometimes, but it's to teach me patience. I know that there's a lesson with it. All of this is teaching me to be patient, and that's not my strong suit. It's just probably why I'm not in a relationship right now, because I don't have much patience for things. So my week was overwhelming. Is the connection okay? Does everyone see all of us clear? Because I see all of us clear. Okay. So I was supposed to go see Megan this weekend and was supposed to do a little review on it, but someone forgot to call me back to see if they were going or not so we could go. So I'm, still waiting. Patience. It is. It's a virtue.
That's Charlie Mack.
Yes, Charlie. Patience is very much a virtue. I am really learning to have patience.
That is. And the good thing about it too, if I just jump in real quick on that statement, is that this prepares you for when you have the little pitter patter of your little feet running around, because you taking care of your mom. Most of the things that you're doing right now is pretty, if not exact, what you're gonna have to do for those little individual babies that need your support for pretty much everything that's going on in their life.
Yeah, I try to keep that in mind. You guys, also, if you guys don't know, Antonio in the near future is going to help me to foster a child. I am feeling very maternal, and I feel like, yes. My soundboard. I wish my soundboard was. I don't know what. I'll figure it out. But yeah, so I'm looking into fostering to adopt a child soon. I don't know. I have like this mommy. Just I guess taking care of my mom has given me this maternal drive that just I just want a little one to just I don't know, to share my
you're
my
gonna
life.
be great. You're gonna do great.
Thank you for telling me that it is possible, because I thought you had to be married, you had to be in a house, and you had to like really like be on. So we'll keep you updated on that, you guys, as long as the show is still here. Y'all don't cancel us.
Think we have a little technical difficulties over on Miss Coco end, but it's all right.
It's
We've
but
been here before.
Go ahead, I hear you now.
no, but this ties into something that I have to announce at the end of the show.
Oh, okay.
So that's it.
Don't tell me, girl. Girl, if you say you're
I have
pregnant.
a little announcement. Just a little announcement.
They start off little.
Mrs. Coco pregnant, y'all. Did I blow it? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say it. I'm sorry. Spoiler alert. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Am I?
I guess we'll find out at the end of the show.
All right, so moving on. Today's topic is going to be.
Go ahead.
That's going to be talking about the good and the bad relationships on social media. Now, social media seems to be the it thing. A lot of people are on it. We're on it right now, talking to you fabulous people out there in KNN land. Okay, so and so it's just so exciting to see and learn more about what's happening nowadays, because I've been off the market for quite some time. So I ain't been on the market in a long time, so I don't know these new apps and all this rest of this stuff. But back in the day, there were so many. Well, there wasn't a lot. There were a few, right? And a few of them were different, and a few of them were great. So, are we going to question today?
Already?
I guess.
Well, not yet.
I thought that was the end of the show type of thing. Well, they didn't seen it. Hi to everybody on Tag Live. I'm sorry, because people are speaking. So if y'all see me waving, I don't know sign language. I'm just, waving to people on Tag. I'm supposed to be live on another app that forgot I deleted. But anyway, yeah. So what we're saying, I'm sorry.
So what we were saying was just talking about social media and dating and how it's going. A couple of shows back, I know we talked about trying to find Miss Clover Nova somebody. Right. So
see, I was trying to steer it from there. I'm sorry, y'all. I get nervous when they talk about finding a date for me, because I am so rusty when it comes to dating, and Mrs. Coco has been trying to coach me along, and I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Just about the compatibility piece. So me and Miss Coco are going to be putting together a nice profile for Miss Clover Nova. So if there are any sites out there you guys think that we should be utilizing versus, because we old school, we don't know these new ones. Now y'all got to let us know. So we need y'all input. So come on in the chat. Let us know what some of the great sites out here where we can get away from all the creepers and the linkers and the beepers and the users and abusers. Okay, we don't want none of them. Okay, we want a nice Uncle Daddy that will be.
We're not gonna be dropping nobody out, picking nobody up.
Exactly. Want somebody that is financially stable. That don't mean you need to be rich. It don't mean you need to be poor. It's just financially stable. Okay, it means you know how to balance a checkbook. Okay.
Should I be here for this? All this?
We need somebody that's old enough to know what a checkbook is. Okay. We don't know no babies. Okay. What else, Miss Coco? What's up? Some other things we want to make sure that this website that wherever we use has for us.
They're talking like I'm not even here.
Easy use.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Listen,
y'all. Easy use. Yes, yes, Uncle Daddy, of course, Charlie. Come on now. So, we need somebody that
I do want to stress that there's nothing wrong with being single.
No one said anything was wrong with being single.
I feel like I just lost my train of thought just that fast.
It's okay.
Good. So,
Miss Coco, you were saying.
You know what?
Anyway. We want to find someone that is going to occupy Miss Clover Nova's time in a positive way. Right. She will not, under no circumstances, pick you up from your destination. Under no circumstances will she be dropping you off at your
You give your
destination.
friends a few experiences and they just blow it up. Okay.
We got to make it.
It's important. Those are important.
Let us know in the chat, send us a message on what dating sites are out there. I've been out the game 20 plus years. You, Antonio,
about 10 plus, almost 12.
That is so everything.
Yeah, some a little assistance on sites and the do's and the
I've been out the game for about 10 plus years, so I'm a little rusty around the edges. Whoever he may be, just know that I'm not a dating expert. I require patience as much as I need to have patience.
And then another big one too is what we want to make sure is
I'm scared of y'all.
Don't be scared. Trust. We got you. We got you. You okay?
I'm a little scared though, because
it's okay. It's all right.
Okay.
We got you. And then I guess so as we're waiting for those to come in, again, guys, comments. You can comment during the live show. You can comment after the show. We're still going to come back and we'll address all of your comments. We'll take a look at them. So we're really looking forward to all your input. So as we go ahead and put this stuff together, right? One of the other things that we're talking about is just how relationships happen on social media, how people meet and how people talk and where they meet. And I know I mentioned a little bit earlier today, or earlier in our conversation, I was going to pause on my date night and then come back to it. So this is going to be my segue back to that one. Okay. So when me and hubby went out and we went to the sushi restaurant, and there was a couple that was out on a date. And as they were having their conversation, we can tell they were on a date because of the conversation they were having. It was just so like, oh my God, I'm so glad I'm not doing this right now. But listen, but it's different. They were young. They had to be early 20s or something.
What was the conversation about? What were they talking about?
It was so
young too.
So stupid. It was just like, oh, and all Mexican food has these three main ingredients, and all China food. Okay, first of all, and all China food, it all smells and looks like this. And I'm just like, what?
I'm pressing the laughing button, you guys. Ha!
What the hell are we talking about over here? Y'all not getting to know each other. Y'all talking about this surfacey bull BS that doesn't mean anything.
I wonder if it was spoiled.
It must have been a spoiled treat that was next to them. It had to be. I mean, it just had to
be. Listen, what?
So,
how did you know that? Okay, so by that conversation, I would feel like they known each other and they just having a regular. Did that say first date though? Because they were talking about
that was definitely first date. It was first, maybe second date. It was definitely initial dating vibes that were given. They seemed socially awkward among as they sat across from one another. We were outdoors, okay, and I saw a lot of catering. Her catering to him. It was a lot of phony laughing because his jokes were not funny. She's that shit was not funny, girl. Fuck that. Don't let him think that's funny. It ain't funny. It was a lot of the representation going on and not enough client. Okay. So it was just, and me and my husband, we were just sat and looked at it and we just laughed because we knew exactly what it was. We didn't even say anything. We just looked at each other and we said, this is the first date, at the exact same time. You could just feel it. But it was just really awkward, the conversation that they were having. I mean, some of the stuff.
They were probably nervous. I tend to do that when I talk to people. I get nervous and to say some weird stuff. So asterisks, I say weird stuff during dates. When you don't know what to say, because okay, so I'm sorry if you went. Well, I'm sorry. So that was the first date at Austin.
Yeah, that was one of the first dates that they had, and then another tell was that they said, "Well, you look different than you do from your photo." So
You should have led with that. I'm sorry.
She said that to him. But it happened later in the conversation as they were talking, and then they started talking about working out or going out or pictures or something like that. And then that's when she said, well, initially when I first saw you, I saw, oh, you look different in your picture. And he was like, oh, is that a good thing or a bad thing? And she came back. She was like, oh, it's just different. I was like, oh, wait a minute. What does that mean?
Drink double.
It's just different. So to our audience out here, what does that mean? It's just different. Because to me, when I hear it, that sounds like shade to me. It's just different. You ain't the same person I thought you were.
Because
what y'all think?
A and B question, and she chose C. So
right.
That's usually a sign that I don't want to answer that because you might be offended.
No, that could be true. That definitely could be true.
For you, Nova?
Huh?
Yeah.
What's a deal breaker?
What's a deal breaker?
Mm-hmm.
For me, immaturity. I'm immature. I love chivalry. Chivalry is underrated these days. I feel like a lot of listen. The main deal breaker for me is a guy who's not living in his truth, the DL guys. Being a trans woman and dating is very tough because you deal with guys and they're not comfortable with themselves. They're battling their own identity and representation as well. So I would definitely have to be sure. I think that's part of my nervousness going into dates with guys because they on social media they can come off as confident. Hey, I like you. You're beautiful. Da da da. And then it's like, how beautiful am I if we can't go places and we can't really just flex the dating, scene or whatever. So, a deal breaker for me is just a guy who's not fully living in their truth.
I think that's important. That's definitely important. That's definitely important, especially dating in the LGBT realm or it's difficult. I found that to be difficult back when I was in the dating scene as well. It's like, all right, are we going to be out or are we not out? All right, the whole thing. Can we really be ourselves, or picking locations or places that were only LGBT friendly, because then we didn't have to worry about any of our other friends finding out that we were out or we were on the DL. It's just so much to navigate. Oh my God, it's just crazy.
But see, I feel like the gay guys have it a little easier than the trans women, because if a guy is gay, he's gay. That's just that. Unless they're dealing with guys who are bisexual or whatever. But as far as relationship, I think gay guys tend to have an easier connection when it comes to, because two guys walking, it's like, I think a lot of guys wonder about the passiveness of the transgender woman. And then I've had guys who speed past to the ending, like, suppose we don't work out, and everybody know I was with a trans woman. It's like,
well, that statement.
Don't be ashamed of doing nothing that it's like, yeah. So that's the. Yeah. Those are deal breakers. Like I totally. That's the conversation over with at that point. It's just like, oh, okay, well, that's what you're worried about. I'm not the one. It's like, I don't know. I've grown accustomed to, like, I don't know. I've grown accustomed to being single, but when I hear about relationship stuff, especially from my co-host, I be wondering, like, what could be, like, what if I was with someone, especially when foster a child and all this stuff. Like, what if I meet a guy who has a child, then I got to foster one? I could, it's little stuff like that. But then, I don't know. It's a lot of things that are deal breakers for me. And I'm sure there's a lot of things that are deal breakers for guys too. But compromising, you have to be able to compromise. You have to be able to understand my hesitations with dating. Just like I have to understand the repercussions that come with guys being trans attracted. I understand that they have a great deal of feedback to kind of like navigate through with that, because especially when you're out with it and you're trans attracted and not ashamed of it.
Now, for our audience, I need you to explain what trans attracted means. I'm not sure.
Trans attracted simply means that you're attracted to trans people, whether it's trans man, trans woman. Being trans attracted means that, you know, you're, for one, not in the closet. You're saying I'm trans attracted. I'm, you know, whether you're exclusively trans attracted or not. And just being open with yourself. Yeah, I think a lot of guys have a hard time admitting that, even if they are. And it's 2023. A lot of people really don't care who you sleep with. And if they do care, then you probably should just, you know, examine your circle. I think, you know, not enough guys have friends and family members that support them in anything they do. You know, even in the community, we don't have families that's like, okay, as long as you're happy, we're happy for you. But I think the men get it even worse. Well, I can't even say the men get it worse because we get it too. But if a guy has been dating biological females like all their life, and then they just decide, I'm going to date someone trans, that transition is just as tough as transitioning. You know, it's an adjustment all around for family members, for everyone. And hi, Keys. You say yes, that's true. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. And I, you know, my little god brother, I really love my little god brother because he is I don't know, he's a little overprotective of me sometimes, and it scares me sometimes. He cuts people out at Walmart and everything. Like, I love hanging out with my little brother because he's not one of those people who's worried about everybody else. You know,
that's good. So. And you know, and just to circle back to something you said before, and I think it's important just to re-mention again, it's just about that everything is a variety, right? There's so many, hey, what's going on, Keith? There's so many different individuals that struggle independently, right? And especially within our community, not only in our community, LGBT community, but also in the African American community too, not Black community. Yes. So there are so many biases, there's so many things that are rooted in bigotry and ignorance and things of that nature, and to a point to where we do things only because we were taught that that's what we must do.
Right.
But the reasoning behind why is never truly thoroughly explained, right? And because of that, we find ourselves at odds. And so when you said that, you know, you believe that it's easier for, you know, two gay men versus to be together versus a trans and maybe a cis male to be together. I can definitely see the truth in that. I can see some truth in that. But I can definitely see, just from a gay male's perspective, the challenges that we go through as well. And it's always, I believe that it's always easier to speak about your truth and in your experiences. And it's harder if you haven't been through that to really talk about the impact that it really has on an individual, if that makes sense. Right. So, but yeah, I mean, it's just, and just tying that back into just social media and then really getting to know someone, because there's all this catfish going on, right? You think you're meeting one person because this is the profile they put together, or this is the, you know, representation, the representative that they put forward, right? They're giving you what they think you want to see or what you want to hear. And then when you actually meet that individual, it's like, who the fuck is this? Okay.
Right. Catfish is not just about the pictures and the looks, you guys. Catfish is the whole package.
The whole package.
Sometimes they could look just like their picture, but their personality is different.
Hey,
hi, Paulo. How are you?
All right. That's it. I mean,
did you see the cheers?
Hi.
I was saying, I forgot that, girl. Your smile was just like,
She gave us pretty brown eyes.
Wait,
but I
Says I'm okay. Thanks for asking. Oh,
Shout
okay.
out to Golda Dawn for checking in with us here today. I definitely lost my train of thought with Miss Clovanova's smile and turn to the side. Like a 12-year-old. What are we doing?
No, but going back. Going back to
Callie, I don't know. Like, what are we doing?
I think that, you just put a gem in, you just gave me a gem. I never thought to ask about a guy's challenges with dating someone trans. I think I've heard about different challenges that guys face, but I never really made that one of the requirements for getting to know people. Like, what are your challenges? What your experiences been, and what's been hard for you when you were dating someone trans? Because I think it's important not to just put out my challenges with dating guys, but I need to understand theirs too. So
let me ask you a quick question. Are you open to dating a guy that's never dated a trans or even encountered a trans woman before?
Listen, I have done that. I have dated guys this is my first time dating someone trans. And what I've learned from my experience, now this is not hand textbook or whatever, my experience, it requires me to sit on the sideline and wait for them to be comfortable with dating a trans woman. And I think they're never really comfortable until they're like comfortable with themselves. So it's like when guys say like, I've never dated someone trans before, but I'm interested in you. For some reason that raises flags in my head. Like, okay, I don't have time. I can't. I'm of a particular age where I think if I was younger, it'll be more acceptable. Like, okay, let me just,
I got time to train and teach you.
Yeah, you got time to go through the motions with them. I don't at this point. So I need you to know who you are and what you want in life.
Right.
But
have you ever thought about like person that... Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm listening.
No, you go. Please, yeah.
No, I'm just wondering, like, so I know someone personally that had been best friends with a person for like 15 years. Like just friends, like they never dated, never hooked up. And they're actually married now. Like they started off as just being 15 years of friendship, like venting to each other. And now they're in a relationship. What if your companion is like right next to you and you just don't know it?
What do you mean next to me?
In your life,
like if you're friends with someone for a long time. Listen, I feel like the best relationships are those that you are friends with first. I think friends is like the foundation of any building. Like when you're building something, that's the foundation. You have to be my friend first. To jump into a relationship means I'm just gonna jump in and I'm gonna just tell me everything about you while we're in this relationship and let me figure out what I like and what I don't like. And then you end up hating that person. You don't have that friendship to lean back on. So being friends, I feel like is the best way to a good relationship. I don't know, but it worked. Well, how long were you guys friends before you guys made it official? Or did you guys go in there and say, hey, I like you, you like me, let's just go for it? Because I have this thing where
how long were you guys friends, or did you guys get to know each other before? I think she froze up a little bit. Yeah, she did. Well, I'll jump in and watch.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. So for us, I think we started out as getting to know each other. And then because of the military, we got separated. We lost contact, and then we reconnected again once we
So when y'all were separated, y'all wasn't together. Y'all were just hanging out, friends.
No, we end up losing contact because of the distance and some other
But
components.
before that, were y'all in a relationship and lost
No,
contact?
we weren't in a relationship. We were just
Okay.
getting to know each other. We were just talking, getting to know each other. There was no, I'm with you, you with me, you ain't with nobody else type of thing. It was like, let's just get to know each other. Let's learn each other. Let's be friends. Let's hang out. You know, when we hang
Right.
out, type of situation. And then we end up moving apart, and then reconnecting again. And then once we reconnected again, we started back that friendship. But at this point, it was like a year and a half, maybe gap, maybe 2 years. So some things we could pick up and keep moving on, but other things we've grown a little bit since then, both in our career and individually. So we had to learn some other new things about one another. So that happened for a little while before we made anything exclusive. And then we made the exclusive. And that was maybe about another, I don't know, 6 months maybe before we made it exclusive.
Okay.
So all together of actual time getting to know one another for maybe about a year before we said, hey, let's be exclusive and let's date, worry about nobody else, and then move forward. Yeah.
I feel like you kind of got to go through all the seasons before you really know if you want to be with that person. Like, if we can last through this, you don't?
I don't.
I mean, I've known situations where people love at first sight and they were just together, but I think in my case, especially with a guy who probably never been with someone trans before, I have to, go through the seasons with you first, so that I'll know if you're comfortable enough. Now, if
Now say that, and just I'm gonna just piggyback on that statement you just said, and I only say that because, and Ms. Coco, please jump in, let us know how you feel about it too. Is that I only say that is because when you're married, those are seasons that you're going to continue to learn and more about the person that you've chosen. Right? Because so everything during the dating period and being friends with that individual, that is totally different than when you're married to someone. The information that you actually receive or how you're being treated is going to be different. It's not the same. So I believe, and it's just from my perspective, is that you don't there. It's not a full range of all the seasons while you're dating somebody. You're going to get that it's the honeymoon phase. You're getting to know that individual. There may be an argument here and there, which is great. So you get to learn how to argue. You get to learn how to compromise. And at that point in your relationship, but a relationship is ongoing. Every day is a decision that you're making with that individual to be there or not be there. Right, depending on how they're treating you and how you want and how you're treating them. So that's the reason why I don't agree that that you would or that anyone should go into the mindset of having all 4 seasons before they make that commitment to be with that individual, whether it's through marriage or just being. I just lost my words there. So you two to be together only and nobody else.
Exclusive, yeah.
Exclusive. Thank you. Exclusivity. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, like it depends on the compatibility, really, because like I said, I've known people that just met and they were like, I think I feel like Mrs. Coco and her husband, when they met, they kind of knew it was something off the bat. I'm not sure how long you guys were friends before it became a thing, but if you wouldn't mind sharing with us, let's talk about it. How long did it take you to realize that's your man?
It's my boo.
Y'all have to bear with me. It's glitching on my end, so that's why I'm kind of sitting back a bit. I am hearing everything that's being said. It's just glitching on my end. But my husband and I refer to him as my king. So my king and I we were together. I think we met in 2000. We spent our first Christmas together, 2002. and we got married 2006.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I don't know.
Okay.
So yes, I personally feel like we were only together a couple years before we got married. But we do have a Christmas ornament that we spent our first Christmas, 2002, I believe. But yeah, I'm going to keep everything short so it doesn't sound too crazy with the glitching.
I mean, we hear you clearly, but it's just the picture. But my question was, how long after you met him did you realize that was your man? Like, how long did you guys know each other before you was like?
Funny story. You were with me when I met him. We spent that night together, like talking, not like slept together, but we were talking until like midnight. I talked to him as he drove home.
Too.
The next morning, maybe like 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock, we were back on the phone. He came over to hang out. He left again at night. And we have been together ever since. Like, only time my husband and I are apart is when he would travel for work. Other than that, since I met him, we've been apart when he would travel for work.
Wow.
So you see him, you see me. You see me,
two
you
different
see
experiences.
It's like carpool, like.
That's what's up. So now we have two different examples of a love at first sight, right away. And then you guys wait a year and things happen and you got to relearn each other. And so, yeah, I think I think one of the flaws on me meeting people is that I put those, hold on, let me get to know you first. Let me get to know you a little bit more. And then I end up pushing them out away. But Coco, I didn't know that. I didn't know you knew right away. I don't know why I felt like y'all were just friends for a very long time before you guys made it official. I don't know why I didn't know that.
No,
I know I was there when you first met him, but I didn't know from that point y'all were just talking. Like,
every day. There was not a day that went by that we did not talk. He even
that's beautiful.
That is beautiful.
I took on a job, and Nova and I used to work for the same company, just not at the same time.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, because I was a person that didn't have to take the bus, the public transportation. Shout out to my mom, love you. But then when I met my king and we were really dating and I started working, my mom was like, oh yeah, he can stay tonight if he's going to take you to work, which means I don't have to. So he literally would sleep in my bedroom. I would sleep in a different room. And then I would just get up, get ready for work. He'd drop me off at work. He went home. He came back, picked me up. So yeah, every day since I met him, we've been together.
That's beautiful. So you've shown him that you were willing to sacrifice from the beginning. You sacrificed your whole bedroom for him, and then
absolutely.
That's everything.
And shout out to my mom, because my mom could have been like, hell no, you're not sleeping in the house. But I was always a respectful person. So my mom knew I wasn't going to do anything.
This is true, everybody. This is true.
So yeah, she was like, yeah, you can sleep in there, but you're not sleeping in there. But she didn't have to tell me that because I knew it. Like, okay. And even when I went,
there's no huckabuck going on in my house.
It was the same. So, yeah, I think first Christmas was in 2002, and we purchased our first home in 2005 together.
Nice.
4 years later, that's like the American dream right there. Just meet someone and build your life. That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to building a foundation with someone that's so solid.
So did you guys meet on social media? Through social media? No.
So we had this conversation before. I don't remember what episode, but definitely on season 1. I don't think, was social media even around? I don't think that it was.
It wasn't.
It was out there. It was out there.
MySpace maybe Black Planet or something like that.
BlackPlanet.com was out there. There was.
We wasn't on there though.
I thought Black Planet was a dating app. No,
right.
That's
what I mean. If you're meeting somebody, you're dating somebody. That's what.
Yeah.
So was it like Facebook?
No, it wasn't like you had posts or anything. It was just profiles. A lot of inboxing going on. Just inbox it. I think Facebook was the first platform where you could like post like different statuses, like the what's on your mind. That was the first.
Oh, I did.
MySpace did that.
But I had 2 pictures up there, and I don't think I ever got any friends, like sent requests. I don't remember doing anything on MySpace. It came and it went. But no, we did not meet on social media. The most I'll post about social media, about my husband on social media, is that I love him. I'll post our anniversary day, happy birthday, or things that we're doing. But my husband does not like social media. So he's not a fan of social media. So I do not post on social media. When I am at home, husband, I am not on social media. I respect him enough to not log in to social media when we're together. So
yes, Charlie, solid foundation to make anything grow into something amazing. I think that is very true. That's the thing. To get past the representative and go into that office with that manager, that CEO, and get to know him is very important. And yes, Juan, that was very much on that Party Land episode, because that's when I thought that you met him on the Party Land and you said no.
So I am something off topic, but shout out because he's saying the Party Line episode, LOL. That's the episode that I was referring to. So guess what? Lunch is on me today. Send me a message for you being a watcher, loving on us.
Come on, Juan. We love that you guys are keeping up with the episodes. And she did say that when people go back and dig in the archives, honey, she was going to treat someone out to lunch. So, Dewan, you have lunch on Mrs. Coco today.
I don't even think my financial situation set up right now to value lunch, but shout out to you. Lunch is on KNN today.
Get that shit fried rice.
That's right. We got you. We got you. No, I just ask. I do recall you talking about it before, but I just want to make sure for those new viewers and new listeners that are here that they also understand too just how you and he met. Because my husband and I, we did meet on social media initially when we met, and when I was out dating and looking for whatever during that time. And so it was interesting. You know, I remember how it was then. I don't know how it is now. So we definitely need all you viewers out there to jump in and tell us what the situation is, what the dating scene looks like now. And some of the good things I found was that I did meet some individuals that are some friends of mine today, that nothing ever happened. We just met and decided, we're better off just being friends. But then the bad thing about it was those individuals that I met that was like, okay, you don't look nothing like your photo. Everything that you put in here is all wrong. You are not 5'10". You about 5'3" and some change.
Okay? Stop catfishing, y'all. Stop catfishing. Someone is going to love you for you. Trust me. You do not have to put fake pictures up. Okay, let's get into some things that we see on social media as far as dating, people that's dating, that we just absolutely do not understand why people do that. Okay, and then you don't have to be single to know this. You guys see it. They have Facebook dating now and everything. Like, and I want to kick it off by starting to say the people that in their profile, they're like, I want to find a nice person to be with, but then their pictures are just full of memes, full of all their other family members, full of them holding money up and guns. And it's like, then how can you come in my inbox saying that you want to get to know me? And I'm going to go through your whole profile. I'm going to scope out what it's like being with you. What are some things you guys saw that people have on dating profiles that contradict what they're looking for?
So I can't relate. I've never been on a dating show profile, none of that. So I can't relate to that.
Okay, so you never seen someone post about they want to meet a good man and all this, but you went to their profile and it's just like they're like
sex,
busting down for the
bang,
gram.
bang, bang, bang. When we're gonna get to the goods.
Right.
That just lets you know that that's who that person really is. Now, by all means, if you are that woman that can step in and say, you know what, let's change this about you. Let's start with deleting this. Like, you could change a person if they are willing to change their behavior. Not to want to go in and say, hey, I want to be your mom or anything like that. But if it's a person out there with just thugging it out, that's who that person is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's best to see it on social media than meet them in person, and they got bulletproof vests on and everything. And
exactly. What about the music content? A lot of times guys hit me up like, "Hey, beautiful, I love your pictures, and you seem like a do." Then I go on their Facebook page or their pages or what social media pages, period, and they got all this music with just fuck these bitches and all this. It's a lot of shit that's like, I don't know if this is what excites you or this is how you live your life, but the DMs don't reflect this music. Do you think music reflects your personality? The type of music you listen to?
No.
No?
I mean, I think it's a mix. I got all types of music I listen to, depending on what my mood is. So I got some moods, and I think everybody is eclectic that way. I don't think everybody is monolithic, and you just have one standard of life, and your music just dictates everything about you. I mean, yeah, I think it's I think it's different. I think it'll be different.
What about y'all in the comments too? Do y'all think music, if y'all listen to people's music, it is a reflection of who they are as a person?
See, I can see me listening to Millionaire Money.
Okay.
Plug. He's a new artist in Alton, Illinois. I can see me listening to him. I rap his lyrics.
And then that's lyrics. I never heard you rap before.
That's what I'm saying. It just depends on the mood I'm in, like Mr. G said. So yeah, it just depends.
Okay.
But am I gonna go and
club? So I can listen to Cardi B and still keep my traditional values.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I love me some Meg. I'm sorry. I'm gonna listen to some Meg. So body yada yada.
That's right.
But,
there you
go. So I wanted this brief little intermission. You guys are watching and you guys love the show so far. Make sure you guys are hitting that share button. It's very important that you guys share these episodes on your social media pages. Even if you're like not commenting, someone in your social media pages may relate to the things we're talking about. And we encourage you guys to not be stingy with us. Share us with everybody. It ain't no fun if your homies, friends, and fam can't have no K&N in their life.
Oh.
Ain't no fun. So please, we appreciate everyone that has been sharing these episodes, that's been commenting. Yeah, so go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to click the bell because just like when the House of Everything came, sometimes things happen and you guys, we have to cut off or social technical difficulties. We may not always start at noon. Sometimes we got to start at 1. Sometimes we have to just start earlier because things come up. So if hitting that bell is very, very important. I just want to stress that so that you guys get that notification that we are going live. Just in case, you guys, we are not at noon. Okay? I don't want you guys to just think if you don't see us at noon that the show is canceled. It's not. It may start later on in the day, or you may get a notification that it started earlier.
Right. So you're always informed. Always informed. So like she said, like, comment, subscribe, and share, baby. Hit that bell. Bing, bing, bing.
I have a question.
So, I have a question today. What question?
This question seems to really, and this is from what I've seen in the comments, people and people talk about. the relationship status on social media. When you're with someone, how important is it that you change your relationship status? And when do you feel like it's necessary to do so? And I say that because I feel like sometimes people change it and then the relationship changes back and then they have to be single. Everyone has it on their page. Everyone has that one person that's always like, this is my man. And then all of a sudden I'm single. And then it's like, wasn't she with another guy last month? And now she's like, okay, well, happy for you. And then all of a sudden they're broken up. Do you change your relationship status when you make it official, or do you wait after it's official for a long period of time or a certain period of time, and then you change your relationship, or do you change it at all?
I mean, it's been so long. I mean, for
It's
us,
just,
it was.
I'm talking to y'all in the comments because these two married people over here, like, okay, not even about y'all's situation, but other people. Do y'all feel like people should change their relationship status as soon as they're like in a relationship, or do you think people should wait until the relationship has fermented, or has?
So let me look at it from this perspective. Let me say it this way. Today, my answer would be that it's
wait
something
until
that
it's official. Just wait until
is.
Soon as
I mean,
y'all say, okay, we're together, you
official.
change your relationship?
I don't know. I say today me says that there has to be some form of communication.
When you
You
know
got to
it's
communicate
real.
about it, and you two need to agree upon it.
Okay.
Old me would have said, as soon as this motherfucker say, call me boo or baby, that's it.
Wow.
We official, you know.
Yeah,
But yeah.
to me, I feel like the Four Seasons. I feel like if we're together, you said titles are overrated. It is overrated, but listen, the thing I'm saying is that wait, we're going back to music. Music may not be direct because it has a small. Okay, I'm gonna get back to that one, DeWine. I'm gonna get back to that one. But what I want to say is this: I feel like once you're made a relationship official, I feel like you have to kind of like go through all the seasons. And I'm not just talking about winter, summer, spring, and fall. I'm talking about all the emotions, all the ups and downs before you make it official on social media to your people. But I also feel like making it official on social media lets you and your partner know that we're off the market. You don't have to hit me up in my inbox. You ain't got to be that one person is always talking about, oh, you're cute in this picture. Now you can't do that no more. It's kind of like saying I'm interested in someone. So there's like it's a 50-50 for me. I feel like you should do it as soon as you're like, okay, we're exclusively dating. You're my guy. I'm you. So it's like change the relationship status. But in that dating process, if it don't work out, now you got to go back to single.
So why even go the route of posting if you are in a relationship? Why is it anyone's business? I feel like I've experienced it from seeing people post that they're in a relationship, and like you said, now you're not in a relationship, then back to like just don't even post it. Just enjoy that person. Social media, the people on the of social world, they don't need to know your every move when it comes to dating. Yes, my profile says married, but again, when I created my profile years ago, I automatically put, married. But I personally, if I was dating, I would not update it. I wouldn't even post who my spouse was, who I was dating, because that's when it tends to go wrong, when you start posting each other and people sliding in the DMs and stuff. So I would not just leave it as is. If someone
I agree. I agree with the posting who the spouse is. I'm just talking about the relationship status because I feel like a lot of times people are pressured into it. It's like, we've been together for like 5 months now and you made it official. So why are you still saying you single on social media? You get people that's like that too. And you don't have to post who I am, just post that you're in a relationship. So I think some people are pressured with that. DeWine says, I believe your relationship is your business and should only matter to people, i.e. the close people around you that know y'all personally and don't trust the personal. I agree. But like I said, sometimes people are like, it's not the world person. Exactly. I
agree.
I just feel like sometimes when, like, if you're dating someone and you're happy with the person, you know this person you want to spend your life with. If their relationship status is still single, doesn't that leave potential inboxers to be like, hey, I want to get to know you, and hey, I want to meet up with you here. Oh, this picture is cute. Oh, you look so. So it's like if they know you're in a relationship, that then becomes inappropriate, right? To do that, then you could be like, why is this person that knows you're in a relationship trying to shoot their shot? So it's like a 50-50 thing. You down if you do, down if you don't, right? Do y'all agree?
So you can just not have your status up there at all, right?
I don't know. Can you not have a relationship? I think you could block people from seeing it, but then do you do that after you made it official? Do you just delete your whole status period? If you meet someone their status is single, and then it goes from we don't even see your status anymore. It's like, I don't know if you could do that on Facebook or not. No, it's fast and only 2 letters to type. No, it's fast. That's true. No, it's fast and only 2 letters to type. Yes, no. So I guess what do I understand that if someone approaches you in your inbox and you're in a relationship, you could just say to them, I'm involved with someone, right? I'm talking to someone, or I'm not looking for anyone, or something like that. I think a lot of people put a lot of pressure on their significant others to let the world know that you with me, and it ain't happening for them. When I feel like it's a trust issue too. I think it's a big sign of people not trusting, or insecurities that people may have in relationships. Like,
Yeah.
if this person is with me, then why aren't they letting the world know? Then rather than trusting that this person is with you, and that's all that matters.
I agree.
I
agree. I think that
same rules apply when you're in public and about. Yeah. So you don't walk down the street saying, "This is my boyfriend."
But you
This is
do.
my boyfriend.
But you do. If you think about it, it's when you grab a hand. When you grab a hand, that's a physical display of I'm with this individual. When you're sitting across from that person and you putting your hand on their shoulder, or they put their hand on your shoulder, or you got your hand around them, y'all kissing in public or whatever, those are visual signs that you're telling somebody that this is my shit. Stay back. Hands off. He belongs to me. Hands off. Okay. So, I mean, it definitely happens. And I see the point that, from both perspectives. One being it's not nobody's business who you with. However, two, I see the other point of actually posting it or changing your status or whatever as being beneficial as well to those individuals that may be trying to jump in their DMs or whatever the hell they call it, or communicate with those individuals, or try to talk to those people, exes and all that jazz, to let them know, hey, this ain't what we about. So I need y'all to figure this out, type of situation. Yeah. So
I feel like also that's the opportunity to just monitor the person you're with too. If someone's flirting, I'm not gonna grab the hand. I'm just gonna see what they do. I want to see how they handle the situation. I think you getting close and putting your head in, it's a little bit
testing. No, I don't. Just the testing thing.
I know I'm a tester. I told you I'm rusty because I don't trust people. I really don't trust people.
You can't walk into a relationship testing.
I will be the one if somebody, like, if I'm out with my guy and we at a party or something like that, go on, dude. I'm not gonna be with my man. I'm gonna watch. I just want to see, if what happens at the party. I'm gonna be in my little space. I'm not gonna be attached to the hip, unless he's like, come over here. And I want to see if that's the vibe is given. I'm not going to be, well, why did you walk off and get my plate without me being right next to you.
This.
Huh?
What if now? Just say. Never mind.
I mean, I don't know if this is where Miss Coco was going with it, but what I'm saying is that I don't think you need to test the person that you want to be with. I believe that you should trust that individual. Trust them until they give you a reason not to trust them. How about that? And then being with that person doesn't mean you have to be up under them. Doesn't mean you have to smother an individual. Y'all two can go to an event together. You don't have to be on that individual's hip. They can be on one side of the room. You can be on one side of the room. Unless you guys want to be together, then be side by side. There are plenty of events that my husband and I go to, even when we were dating, that he would go walk off someplace and I'll go walk someplace because we were comfortable and I trusted that he would do what's right. Because if I ain't going to trust you, then I don't need to be with you. Okay.
Yeah.
So, if you have a feeling that you don't need to trust that individual, then don't be with them. But don't test someone. That's an insecurity. If you have to
I think my test is a test of trust.
Whether or not.
Like I test that I think in testing them is trusting them. I feel like if I'm gonna let them go out, I trust the situation. Until the situation changes for me, like until I feel some kind of way. No, what are you saying? No, Coco.
Because you can't test and trust someone at the same time.
Exactly.
Okay. See, I told y'all, I don't. It's like I want to trust them, but I don't. At the same time, it's like, okay.
Well, why not?
Letting yourself.
I guess that's a good question, Antonio. Tonio G. That's a good question because I feel like there's still a part of me that sees the past in some of my people that I meet and talk to. I see it happening again.
Lord.
Like when you've been through something over and over again with people, and then you see it in someone new, it's just like, I'm not gonna do this again. I'm not gonna just be naive again.
That person
that's different.
No, that's a different person.
Yes.
They're not the
same.
It
is.
I understand that. I understand it's a different person, but I don't come at them like, oh, you're doing this, or the test is I'm gonna trust you how
you do.
Huh?
But you do.
But I do. So you guys feel like I let my past dictate my future?
You are. You're protecting your present. Because if you're going to be with somebody, you need to afford them the opportunity to show you who they are, not test them against someone else. Now, listen to me carefully when I say this, and this is to everybody. And please, you guys in the chat and in the comments below, please let me know if you guys agree or not. But I feel that everyone should be innocent until proven guilty, not guilty until proven innocent. And that's what we tend to find ourselves doing. Even society treats us as minorities that way. We are guilty until proven innocent, which is totally against the law. And so, and if you think about relationships, it should be the same way. I'm going to treat you with the utmost respect, the way I want to be treated. And in the moment you don't treat me that way, then I can now make a conscious decision if I want to continue this relationship or if I want to move on. That's it. But until then, I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be cordial. I'm going to trust you. I'm going to give you everything. But if you give me a reason not to, then it's time for to move on. But if you go into that relationship, whatever it is, friendship, romantic, business, whatever, with trepidation or already accusations or testing that individual, then you've already failed the relationship. You won't allow it to grow. It won't go anywhere. It's going to continue to fail. That's how I believe. That's how I see it.
Very well said. I agree 100% with Mr. Tonio G.
Here at K&N, we give out gems free of charge. All we do is, all we require you to share the gems with your people on social media. I'm learning a lot about myself. This is why I have my lovely co-host here today with me on this show. And they do this on and off the show, you guys. We're like this in real life. So this is not just for the cameras. I find myself being, gemmed by these two individuals here.
But it's across the board. It's
And
totally across the board. I've
yeah,
learned so much from both of these ladies as well.
we exchange gems a lot.
Absolutely.
Mrs.
We
Coco is
lit,
wearing gems around her neck right now. Lovely gems.
you know what I
Lovely
mean?
gems.
Iron sharpens iron. Let's get it.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Well, thank
let's
you, madam.
let's see what we got for our question today, ladies. How y'all feel about
Yes,
jumping
It
into the question
is.
of the day?
let's get into it. And then we're going to get into this box.
Oh,
That's
I
it.
forgot
Question
about
of the
my
day. What
surprise.
is one of your craziest online dating experiences? Oh, I think I told y'all man's on one of the episodes, season 1. Who remembers my crazy? Did I say it? I think I don't know if I told y'all or not, but I'll tell you guys again.
Yeah, let our new watchers. Yeah, we start with you. Let our new viewers know.
Okay, so new viewers. Okay, so my question. Okay, so you guys know earlier in this episode when they were talking about meeting people and coming to get them and dropping them off and everything like that. There's
Picking
a
them up.
Yeah.
Picking them up.
Picking
Sorry,
them
I
up.
want to make sure.
Okay, so there's another incident where I didn't pick this person up. They came over my house. I think there was an episode when we were talking about inviting them into your house as a date. I think that's totally against any kind of today's me says no, you're not going to meet me in my place. But there was a time when I was like, hey, I'm chilling, you're chilling, come chill over here with me, da da da. So this one particular time, I met a guy once before, a long time ago. And we had nice conversations. I don't invite people to my house if we're not having a conversation that leads to I want to see you, I want to be around you. Good conversation. Came to my house, we sat, we talked, da da da. I went to the bathroom, came back out, and the guy was butt naked on my couch.
Ready.
And when I say naked on my couch, no clothes on, shoes off, socks, bucket naked on my couch. And when I came out, I was because none of the conversation had any indication that that was even an option. Okay, good conversation, nice guy. I'm in the bathroom like, oh my god, this man is really, come out and he is naked on my couch, and I just politely told him, it's time for you to go. He got upset with me. I was the bad guy. Then because he drove all this way and we wasn't finna do anything. And at that time, I was just like, "What? How are you blaming me?" But now today's me is saying, "What you thought was finna happen? You got this guy driving all the way to your house, and you don't even know this guy. You haven't met him in public. You haven't went on a date, anything. Just come on over my house. We're chilling together, like." And it's sad that it has to be that way, but yeah, you shouldn't meet people in your house. That was one of my craziest online dating experiences. So we don't do that anymore.
Well, I'll jump in to say what mine's was. Just when I was an undergrad, and I met this individual online, and so on Black Planet, I'm gonna say what it is, and they just so happened to be in my dorm room, or not my dorm room, but in my dorm. They were on the same campus, so I went to their room to meet this individual, and then when I got there, knocked on the door. They said, "Oh yeah, come on in," or whatever. So as I opened the door and walked in, they were sitting down at their computer desk. There was another guy in the top bunk in another bed. And then when I walked in, the door closed. There's another guy behind me. We'll open the door and close the door.
I know about this story, yeah.
Oh, I walked in that joker, and I turned around, looked. I said, "What?" I said, "Hey, what's up? What's going on? How's everybody doing? What's up? What's up?" And I was like, "Oh, I didn't even know you had other people here. If I knew, then you know what I'm saying, I would have waited until later. If you're busy, blah, 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 whatever." No, you cool. Let's sit down, let's talk. I'm like, all right, cool, what's up? And I just felt so uncomfortable sitting in that space. I can feel, another guy was like behind me and just sitting there, and I could just just felt nasty and gross. You know, I was a first year at the sophomore. No, I was freshman. I was a freshman year, and I was sitting there, and the next thing I know, he came over and he just started, you know, like trying to touch me. And I said, "What? Time out? What's going on?" And then he was just like, "Oh, you know, I thought we were just gonna have a little fun." I said, "We being all of us? Oh hell to the no, no, no!" I said, "Y'all got the wrong motherfucker today." Okay, he got the wrong motherfucker today. So then he was like, "Well," then the other guy that was behind me, that was by the door, just like was just standing there like he was posted, like he wasn't gonna let me leave.
That was security.
So I got mad at that point. So I said, "You know what?" I said, "You know what? Fine. You know, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this my way." It was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna do this my way. I'm gonna be in control." They was like, "Oh, okay." They all got excited. I said, "I need all of y'all sit down right here on this bed." So they all sat down on the bed. I said, "Y'all go ahead and pull y'all pens down, and I'm just gonna round robin you." So they all sat down, pulled their pens down, and I ran out the door. I was gone. I rolled out that piece. I said, "You're not going to get the kid." Okay. So I had to think smart at that time. And I just think the women in the tribe that raised me, that taught me about, you know, just, hey, don't lose your cool or situations, just hearing them talk amongst each other to give each other nuggets and stuff like that. Because, you know, as Black women, they've been in those types of situations, unfortunately, for men trying to take advantage of them, and having to outsmart the individual was important. So I just picked up on that and I utilized that too. And it saved me that day. God knows what would have went down, because one of them dudes was a pretty big guy. I was a little bitty thing back in the day, so I wouldn't be able to take him. Probably got one, maybe two, but I wouldn't be able to get all three of them. So
anybody else still hearing round robin in their head?
Oh yeah, that they were excited too.
Round robin.
Yeah, so round robin, y'all, but I was like, yeah, let's get it. Yeah, they was excited.
Antonio,
yeah,
ain't no tweet going on here.
Mm-mm.
Rockin' Robin.
No.
I want to go back because Dewan made a comment on something we talked about before. He said it is not shared. I think this is about
we were talking about social media and then what's it?
It is not shared like assets should be shared that need to have your spouse or partner's name on it, like a home, bank, utilities, or ever. And he said, now, if you don't trust me or trust issues, then that's a you problem, not my problem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He did say, sorry, I'm also working and watching, so I'm rewinding.
Don't worry.
Yes, and that was a story I did. Yeah, I experienced. He knows about that story. About the butt naked.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible.
So, we want to hear about you guys' crazy online dating experience too. So hopefully we will get those, comments after the show.
Put them in.
Y'all know what time it is. It's after an hour of the show, and after an hour of the show, we do the note box.
Let's get it.
So let's see what kind of left field topic this is going to spark up. Hopefully this will influence the. And remember, you guys, if you guys comment under any episode, hashtag do topic, hashtag, and then come up with a topic that you guys want us to talk about, and it may come in this box, and we'll pull it for you guys.
Totally random.
So today's topic is.
Would you put that to that camera? Don't you put that to that camera? Just read it.
Okay. Top 5 most annoying celebrities. Top 5 most annoying celebrities.
Wow.
I'm sorry, there's a knock at my door.
Kardashian 1, Kardashian 2, Kardashian.
Hold on a minute, I'm live.
Oh goodness. Go ahead, take your break. So she said all Kardashians 1 through 5 is Miss Coco's.
Okay. What about yours, Antonio?
No, what you got? No, go ahead, Clove. No, what you got?
I haven't even thought. Okay, top 5 most annoying celebrities. I would have to say Lil Boosie. Annoying celebrities.
Thank you guys. Make sure you put yours in the comments so we can read it.
Oh, that's a good one. I don't even
down below in the comments.
Celebrities.
I don't know a lot of names. Me personally, I don't know a lot of the celebrity names.
You know what?
Head change up. So yeah, I don't know a lot of people. These names.
Who just annoys me? Amy's. What's her name? Amy. The white lady, the comedian. She's annoying. Amy Schumer.
I'll take that one.
Kathy Griffin. She's annoying. She's not funny to me.
She's
okay. Okay. Who else is annoying? The guy from The View, the white guy, the one who looks like
The View. It's only women on The View.
The Talk.
Oh.
The white guy from The Talk. He's annoying. From the intro to the outro, the dancing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Who else is annoying? One more, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would have to say, oh my God. Y'all in the comments, come up with y'all top 5 too. Top 5 most annoying celebrities.
We're good.
I can't
Let's
think
about the last one.
Yeah, get back to me on the last one, y'all. Okay, because I don't want to bore y'all to death. What might be thinking.
Let's see. With me, I will have to say what that woman name is. The girl from the Aquaman show, the one of her and that played Miriam. What her name is? The one that had the thing going. No. The one that played in Aquaman. That was with Jason Momoa. That played Miriam. That had the whole thing with Johnny Depp. Her.
Yeah.
Well, Amber Heard. That's her name.
Amber Heard. Yes.
She's known to me. I did not care for. It's gonna be a little controversy here, but there were moments where Red Fox really annoyed the hell out of me. I'm sorry.
Red Fox?
Yeah, there were moments. He had moments. I was just like, okay.
You went back.
Right, got it.
You talking Ill of the Dead now.
I'm just saying. There were moments.
Do you like Sanford and Son?
Oh, I love Sanford and Son.
Wait till my Harlem Nights.
No, when he was in Harlem Nights, I liked him in Harlem Nights. He did a lot of other movies, and he did stand up. He did a lot of stand up too. So doing some in stand up, I was like, okay, this is okay. All right, got it. So I thought that got me a little bit. Oh, it's probably another controversial person, but I'm gonna say it anyway. But there was some movies that Eddie Murphy were in that just really annoyed the shit out of me. I was like, come on, I need you to do better, Eddie. You can do better because I didn't see you do better. So he was one for me. And then I would have to say what that girl name is from Escape. The lead singer from Escape. She just
Candy
girl. Not Candy Barry. She's not the lead singer. I mean the one that keep leaving, the oldest one. And I'm coming back to the group. I'm leaving the group. I'm coming back to the group. And, I want to do my own solo thing.
Tasha Great, and she's the best singer they get. And I said what I said.
I actually think her sister sings better than she do, but that's just me. Those are mine.
I got my fifth one, y'all. And this I got my fifth one. The fifth one, Speaking of comedians, Tommy Davidson.
Oh. Yes, the ones. The one that was fat. That's what I'm talking about.
Wait.
That's what he said. He had his 5 too. He said Kevin Hart,
Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon. I agree on Nick Cannon. I like that.
No, Nick Cannon is for the culture, the people.
With 7 different baby mamas and 15 kids.
He's
whatever.
popular. Okay.
Trying to repopulate the earth. I'm thinking we're fine. We good.
That's his. Yeah.
I don't know who
he wants
Umar
to provide
is.
for people. He wants to be.
And then the whole Smith family.
And the whole Smith.
Not the whole Smith family.
Who is Umar?
I don't know who that is.
Mm.
Oh, did he say T.I.?
Okay.
I said it.
I think I don't know if I would say waiting. I won't know if I said.
See, and yes, her sister does sing better. Exactly, Dewan. That's what I'm talking about. See,
I'm not gonna be hungry today.
Nope, you were not going to renege.
You're right. She can say it. Oh my God. So remember, you guys.
I agree.
Hashtag. Put the word topic, then hashtag whatever your topic is, and we will add it to a piece of paper. We'll put it in this box, and on any given show, your topic could be coming up, and we could give our opinions on your topic. This is not just our show; this is your show too. And if there's nothing else to say, you guys have any other? Any other inputs? Don't forget to answer the question of the day. I want to see that in the comments. I want to see the whole story. Tell me the whole story in the comments. We want to gag.
Right, 4 quadrant. Let's make it happen. It's been a great conversation. And then we're going to have a nice, good episode. Looking for love for Clover Nova. All the night.
They're determined to get me hitched. But
it's going to be our Valentine's Day show or something.
After today's show,
they got it already putting together.
Chat. Oh, she follows her. Okay.
Oh, Jesus, help us all.
After today's show, I've learned that I have a lot of working on me to do before dating. So no time soon, you guys. She is beautiful. She's a lovely being. A lovely being. I want to thank you guys all for watching. And thank you guys even more for sharing. And thank you guys.
But it's this stuff. Okay, I'm sorry. Focus.
Help us all. Jesus, take the wheel. The microphone.
During the closing of the show, now your signal is good. You're clear and everything. At the end of the show, we see the pixelation is gone and everything at the end of the show. Okay.
Well, we love you all. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. And listen, make sure you guys have a peaceful, positive, and productive day. Thank you guys for tuning in the first episode of season 2. We look forward to seeing your family and friends in the comment next episode. I will be getting that promo out. I ain't even going to tell you when I get the promo out, but stay tuned. Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Clover Nova Notes. And share. We encourage you guys to share. The more the show grows, the more we can grow. We're trying to get you guys to call in. We're trying to get some things popping. So, it can't happen without you guys. So have a peaceful, positive, and productive day. And most importantly,
stay blessed.
Stay blessed.